Shalom, Kohalo, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rekah Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us its truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing word and truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right. This is a quick lesson going into how fast this devil is moving to try to implement his enterprise, if you will. All right. And how they're bringing the pieces of the puzzle together. All right, so let's get Isaiah 14 and what is it, 18? 14. Isaiah 14:14. Salakia, we're going to start at 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, who? This devil. I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. All right, so he's in direct competition with the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. So we're seeing this devil, okay, make his last stand, if you will, because he knows that his time is up. He has to bring everything together. Him and his Lieutenant Eve, who is in lockstep with this nigga, right? And she is on one. Eve is on one. She's like this, I am not losing my power. This devil done gave me my power, and I'm going to bow down to him and do whatever he asked me to do so I can keep this power that we negotiated for back in the Garden of Eden. All right? And she's about it. She's going hard. All right? With this devil. All right? So this is what he's got in his head. He's like this, I'm running this shit. I'm God. Okay? You niggas ain't doing nothing. Who are the stars? That's us. All right? The mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. All right? He's like, I'm running this shit. You niggas are about to be my slaves for good and for real this time. All right? How? I'm going to make you bow down. I'm going to make you worship me. I'm going to put you in perpetual slavery. Okay? Let's look up this word. Let's get this word. COMPARTMENTALIZ. This. Compartmentalization. All right? This is Oxford Languages definition, dictionary definition. The division of something into sections or categories. All right? Now, I need a better one than that. Because what this devil has done is he's set up things like the World Economic Forum, the UN, the Council of CFR, all of these alphabet organizations that he done put together. The NATO, okay, the EU. He's got all of these different, the Council of 500. He's got all these different things, right? And this is compartmentalization. Let me see. Let's look at this. The act of separating something into parts and not allowing those parts to mix together for the moment, to make it look like, oh, well, these organizations have nothing to do with each other, but on a higher level and in due time, he's going to bring them all together, and then you'll see the bigger picture. It's like a puzzle. When you bring all the parts of the puzzle together, you can see the bigger picture, if you will. All right, and they're kind of, let's see. This is good enough. Let me try to find one more that brings it out a little better. Okay, because really it's about compartmentalization is about separating things to hide it and then later on bringing them back together. And that's the part that they're not getting to. Let me see. When you separate something into smaller sections or categories, you compartmentalize it. Sometimes people compartmentalize their feelings in order to understand them better now. Student, I'm looking for the part where they bring them back together, okay, which is what's going on when you consider the NWO, if you will, okay, which is another alphabet soup of things. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch Travis here. He's going to explain it, and he's going to tell you how fast they're moving. All right? Because they got to move fast. Let's get that real quick. Why do they got to move fast right now? Okay. Let's get a Joe. Let's see. All right, this is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. A short time for what? To try to bring in his enterprise. All right? This Psalm 64:2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. All right? This is the NWO, if you will. All right? Go back real quick. Then we'll watch Travis. And then we'll come back. Try to keep this as short as possible. This is Psalm 56:6. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They compartmentalize. Right? They're all at one. They're all on one accord. But they're hiding. How do they hide themselves? You three go over here and work. You three go over there and work. And me and this guy are going to go over here. And then later we'll bring back our our findings. We'll put them all together. Why? Okay. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul. Okay. What is their plan? Okay, if you will. All right. Let's start here. Psalm 83:3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They consulted against thy hidden one. That's us. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. This is their goal. Why? Because they know that we got next. So their goal is to cut us off from being a nation. All right? And they have compartmentalized themselves. All right? This is the NIV. Come, they say, let us destroy them as a nation. Let us wipe out the nation Let us wipe out Israel as a nation. Let us wipe them out. Let us erase them. Cut them off. All right? Wipe them out. Let us utterly destroy them. Okay? Let us destroy their nation. Cut them off. Wipe them out. Let's annihilate them so they are no longer a nation. They know what's coming if they don't do this, right? What is their ultimate goal? Is to stay in control and bring in their system of control. The beast system of control goes directly to what? It goes directly to Revelation 13. Okay? And when you go down here, okay, how do you wipe them out? Start right here at 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship, bow down to, pay homage, pledge allegiance, should be what? Killed. They're going to kill you. If you don't let go of all that talk about you got next. All right? Now, when you get to this right hand, right, it goes to what? It goes down to pledging allegiance. In the NWO. This is the NWO. Worship the image of the, that's the NWO. Right here, when you get into causeth all, he's going to force you into the NWO. It also forced all people to be a slave by making you pledge allegiance and pledge allegiance. And how do you show that you're part of the system? You can't buy or sell without having this. Okay. Whether it doesn't matter what part of your body it's in. Oh, but right here it says you're right in. Okay, nigga. All right, so let's listen to Travis tell the story on how close they are when he is about to fill his belly. All right, he's rubbing his hands together right now and licking his chops. All right, so this is the Prepared Homestead, May 8th, which was yesterday, I believe. More proof the world is moving to a new order. Okay? New, this, order. All right, let's listen to, I jumped up to like 2 minutes. Let's listen to what he says and how he says it.
Others. But that's just how the truth is. The truth is no respecter of persons. It just is what it is. And so I want to get into it. You know, one of the things that a lot of us have been commenting on, myself, I've said it in videos, I've said it in person, my wife and I have talked about it, and countless people have said similar things to me in person and through emails and stuff. It's the shock at how rapid things are changing. Like it's moving really fast, and people are just kind of surprised at that. It's not so much surprising that they're doing what they're doing or what they want to do, but what's surprising is it's moving really fast. So I want to show you this clip, video clip that came out just a few days ago. Probably very few of you have seen this. This is at a little press briefing at the United Nations. You know, those things that no one ever watches. The guy just, goes over some, stuff and their little, memos, and then that's it. But listen to what he says, because he's talking about the marriage of the United Nations and the World Economic Forum. Take a listen at this.
This afternoon, the Secretary General and Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 Agenda.
Yes, to further and speed up and ramp up Agenda 2030, which Agenda 2030, if you haven't figured it out yet, it's part of the Great Reset, or maybe the Great Reset's part of Agenda 2030. And
Okay, so when you get into 20, why 2030? Okay, well, remember Project Looking Glass when they said, hey, the timelines converge, there's nothing left after 2030. That's the last stand. They know what's about to happen. Okay, so they know that their time is short. What are they doing? They're putting the pieces of the puzzle together that they have compartmentalized. All right, when he's mentioning these other agencies and how they're coming together, watch it again. Okay, he's showing this is compartmentalization, that they were separated, now they're bringing them together. Why? Because it's time to strike while the iron is hot. Look at it. Okay, and no, this isn't a sign that he's in the Illuminati. He's just showing you how they're coming back together after being compartmental, after working as separate entities, while actually working towards the same goal. That's what's going on.
marriage of the United Nations and the World Economic Forum. Take a listen at this.
This afternoon, the Secretary General and Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 Agenda.
Yep.
Okay. Now, there's one more part of this that I want to go into. Then I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Ooh, was it 12? I thought it was 18. Let's start here at 12. See if I can find it. If I can't find it, then we'll move on.
Standing firm decades ago and saying this kind of trash, this kind of ideology is not going to stand, and we're not backing away. And we don't care if your feelings get hurt, okay? That may be what you want, but it's not going to happen. Not in this community, not in this state, and not in this nation. But we didn't do that. We compromised and we compromised, and here we are today. And we have all this stuff going on and all these distractions. I mean, apparently tomorrow is a big parade day in Russia because it's their victory over the Germans' day, and there's all kinds of rumors of what will happen. Could he declare a more intense further war, broader, widespread war? Could he declare victory? Could it be used as an opportunity to use nuclear weapons? Nobody knows. I guess we'll have to sit around and wait. But this kind of stuff is happening, and it's overwhelming people, and it's causing division. And we have all these people on the left that think that you and I are the evil, horrible ones, and we have all these people on the right that think the left are these evil, horrible ones, when the reality is it's the people in leadership are the ones. They're the ones that's playing this out.
So they have to keep us divided. They have to keep us occupied. They have to keep us distracted while they, in your face, bring this thing together. That's not really what I was looking for. Let's go. Let's see. I'm going to start right here. Salakia.
For all of you that believe that there's good guys and bad guys in this, they're all part of the same team. Maybe they're different factions fighting for their own agenda, but the end result is they're all the same team. Here's all these world leaders, the good guys and the bad guys, that are speaking at the World Economic Forum over the last few years.
There's that compartmentalization. So when you see this larger war going on right now, all right, they're working together, but the Most High is gonna flip Vlad if he hasn't done it already.
Right? They've all had to go there and pay homage to Klaus Schwab, the new world leader, or the.
Did you hear that? That goes right back to pledging allegiance. All of these smaller guys, right, are pledging allegiance to the bigger guy, and it goes all the way to the top of the pyramid. It's the people that we don't see who are the real players. So Klaus Schwab is low on the totem pole. All right. But what we see is all of them bowing to him. All right. As far as the apex or the capstone of the pyramid, clouds ain't that big. Why? Because you see him. All right.
I speak. It's just like 10 seconds. I made it, okay? I made this. For all of you that believe that there's good guys and bad guys in this, they're all part of the same
Clouds,
team. Maybe they're
Biden,
different factions fighting for their own agenda,
Trump,
but the end result is they're all the same team.
Vlad,
Here's all these world leaders, the
Zelensky.
good guys and the bad guys, that are speaking at the World Economic Forum over the last few years. That's right. They've all had to go there and pay homage to Klaus Schwab, you know, the new world leader or the new poster boy for world leadership. And so you can't tell me or convince me anything any different. I understand that certain people in leadership have done some good things. I'm sure you could point to things that Biden has done in his past in politics that were actually a pretty good thing. I mean, even Jeffrey Dahmer was known to be a pretty decent guy, you know. He
slapstick comedy right there. All right, so just pointing out that these devils believe, right, that they have a chance. Okay, we'll get a couple on the way out. I didn't want to make this too long. So when he is about, oh, that didn't go well. When he is about what? To fill his belly. All right, here's what's going to happen to this idiot, these devils. Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, all right, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and it shall rain it. Rain what? Them missiles. Rain it upon him while he is eating. Hey, this fool is at the table right now. They're pulling the tops off of them trays. The silver tray that and the big ass turkey is up under there. The big pig with the apple in his mouth. They're sitting down about to eat, right? They think that they are about to do this. All right? Let's get Job 5. All right, and then we'll go ahead and cut it short. This is Job 5 and 12. He disappointed, who is he? The Most High. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform what? Their NWO, their enterprise, right? Their annuit septus, right? Let's get one more. Because really, they are fighting against, they have the audacity to try to go heads up with the Most High. In several instances. Okay, this is Acts. We'll get a couple of the instances here. Firepower with ingenuity, with smarts. It's ridiculous. Acts 4 and 26. The kings of the earth stood up. These fools done stood up. And the rulers were gathered together against the Lord and against his anointed. All right? These fools are stupid. All right? This base, knuckle-dragging fucking Neanderthal believes that for one moment they could go heads up with the Most High. All right? Even in war, the Most High is the ultimate warrior. Right? He's the king of MK Ultra. This is Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth, there they are, and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. That's the Most High's army and his son leading the charge. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he had deceived them which had received what? They bowed down thinking that this thing was going to move forward. The mark. And them that worshipped his image, that NWO. These both were cast alive in the lake of burning fire, lake of fire burning with brimstone, and the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which swore proceedeth out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. All right? So here's what's going to happen. It's not going to work. All right? And we're hastening the day. All right? Look at this. What manner? Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, right? Let's get that on the way out. What should you be doing right now? The day of the Lord, nigga. 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, raining upon them, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. What manner? Okay? It's supposed to be out there hastening this day, looking for and hasting. All right? Hey, we're almost there. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect were edified. You brothers and few sisters, with that, I'm going to say shalom.